You are such a lame.
All right, if you listen to this, we have a special guest. We're not going to mention her because we might say something crazy and she might not want to even talk to us anymore. But we do want to say shout out to our special guest. This is our first guest here. We got to give her hand claps. If all goes well and we don't act a fool, then y'all figure out who our special guest was. But I do want to welcome everyone.
We are back.
We are back.
Better.
Key is going on a vacation this weekend.
Yes. I wanted to have a little getaway.
You know,
I wanted a solo getaway.
Wow. So my wife just jumped in on your group, your little trip?
No, they asked. I said it was fine.
That's what's up.
I really just wanted to get away just a little bit.
Nobody talks about how no matter what you love doing, no matter what you are doing, you do need a break.
Yeah. Just need to relax. Like, I don't care who's there, if I'm by myself, if it's 10 people there, like as long as I'm just away from just reality for a little bit, like.
Yeah, nobody talks about
That's it.
you can get burnt out.
Yeah.
Think about it with you. You have your corporate job. You have your side business. Shout out to the fitness walk that is coming. We will talk about that in a little bit. But we have that. I will not be there, just to give everybody.
He gonna be there.
I'll be there. I'm gonna be there. Yeah. And so, but you think about you have those things going on, and then what turns out happening is turns out whatever. What happens is you get burnt out. Then you don't want to do things. You don't want to experience things, and then you start giving out poor work. So your performance at work will die down. Inspirade. Shout out to Inspirade. Things with that would just start falling through. And then so it's good for you to have these breaks. And for all three of you ladies that's going.
Yeah.
We talked about last time, women in the workplace, and it's not the easiest thing. You know what I'm saying? Salary, requirements, fighting with men who secretly hate women but won't say it.
Wow.
I mean, they be lying.
I mean.
You know how that go.
The honesty.
Yeah. Shout out to my company. My company, Shamir's Dream and Company, we are very women forward.
I bet so.
With an all male employment line, right? With just me. So.
How you been?
Bro, I've been good. Blessed.
And highly favored.
You already know. It's been a long week.
So, quick story. When I used to say blessed and highly favored, I would be just talking too fast, and I say blessed and highly flavored.
All right, man. What are gunshots on here? I don't even know where they at on the pad thing. I can't stand you. But no, life has been good. So this week, I've done nothing. Recouped, rest. Dealt with some customers. I had a girl cancel on a photo shoot. Shorty canceled on a photo shoot Saturday. It was this Saturday.
This Saturday coming up?
Yeah.
You don't need one anyway. It's Juneteenth.
It was, but she hit me with the, she ain't gonna watch this. She hit me with the, I'm out of town. I'm like, what's that got to do with this weekend? I'm like, man, whatever, man. So anyway, dealing with that, but it's a blessing dealing with that. Sunday. What happened on Sunday?
Sunday was the
hand claps. I want to shout out. We're gonna do a deep dive into this, but I do want to thank everybody that showed up to the photo walk.
Yeah.
Before we get started, I want to thank my co-host.
That's me.
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
I do want to thank my co-host because she really took this a part of herself to say, hey, this has nothing to do with me
at all whatsoever.
She's not a photographer. She doesn't have albinism. Nobody in her family has albinism.
That you know of.
That I know of. Hey, we
that
never know.
I know of either. Yeah. I don't know either.
So anyway, thinking about that, thinking about just saying, hey, but to really come in and say, hey, no, I want to be a part of this. Key told me, look, this is our photo walk. Matter of fact, Key sent a group text and was like, why is somebody doing a photo walk on our photo walk day? And I was like,
I did. I seen that.
My wife goes, Key said we. I said, yeah. She said, oh, that's nice. I said, yeah, we want this to be ours. And I appreciate that. After Key, I do want to thank my friends for showing up because that was super important to have people there that also are not photographers. That's also don't have albinism and things of that nature to say, hey, we're here. We want to support. I'm just here just to sit around, pass out waters. Brittany had to hop in and model.
Yeah.
Because someone wanted to know what it was like to shoot a darker skin model. So it was cool to have that Brittany to be there. And Brittany knew. Brittany was giving a side eye like, all right, 30 seconds, they going to ask me to take the picture. And I was like, Brittany, come on. So shout out to everybody that was out there, whether it was Courtney, Jazz, My aunts. Well, hold on, I'm gonna hold off on my aunts. Courtney, Jazz. Who else was there? Corey, Sari was a model, so we're not even gonna bring up. Miss Tay was there. So I want to thank you. And then after that, I do want to give a special thanks to my family.
Especially your wife.
I know you ain't gonna step on my thank yous.
I'm sorry.
Jeez.
My bad.
You lucky I don't know which gunshot it is.
Oh, we got a problem here?
That'll work.
Fix.
That'll work. So, but looking at it, I want to thank my aunts. My cousins was there. They brought their cameras. I really, really appreciated them being there. Shout out to my cousins for who weren't there, who were in Florida, who were able to say, hey, we're here. We're experiencing everything. I'm super thankful for them. And they just wanted to be there, just to be in the midst, to be in the mix, and I'm appreciative of them. Lastly, I want to thank my intermediate family, my mom, my dad, my sister. I know this is, I asked of things of y'all that, y'all probably didn't expect I was going to ask. You know what I'm saying? I kind of threw them in the mix, talking about them, talking about our story. And I didn't run it by them. I didn't know how it would affect them. I told a story when me and you were talking about when my granddad had me to come and meet. Me and him went to the doctor's office, and the doctor walked in, had albinism, and I was just sitting there oh gosh, it's the intervention. I was thinking about, the little intervention when the guy cries, and he's like, no! I was thinking about that when I used the word intervention. Sorry if y'all can hear somebody's car outside. It's in the mics. Our mics are sensitive. But anyway, I was thinking about that, and I was like, man, I'm telling my family story, and I never got to ask them, hey, what was it like for y'all? Like, are you ready to talk about, somebody really could have talked to my parents about, like, hey, why y'all never sat Gavin down to have conversations about that?
Yeah.
And also, my parents could have easily said, we did. He just don't remember, which is definitely possible.
Yeah.
That, I want to thank my sister, who is so much of a protector. That girl go to war for her, so I appreciate her. Who is out there. My sister loved going up. I miss B. Chanel. That's Brittany. But I'm appreciative of that. And last but not least, I want to thank my wife, my baby girl, my baby boo, out there pregnant in 90-degree weather, ready, telling me what to do, whispering in my ear, like, nope, you need to go here. Nope, you need to go there. Nope, you need to move here. And I really want to appreciate her because the story that I'm telling now, my wife told me to tell 3 years ago. But you know how ignorant men are, and how lazy and how
stubborn.
Hand class for you.
Hand class for key always.
Oh, I found it.
Shoot me again. I'm
but
gonna knock you out.
Okay. Violence. She chose violence. But I do want to thank my wife for pushing me to tell this story, loving me through everything, and just being there, and just basically telling me that whole day, like how proud she was of me. So I want to thank everybody. Now, let's get into the walk. The good, the bad, the indifferent.
All right. So what did you like about it? Like, it was a lot of people
What
out
you
there.
liked about it?
It was a lot of people out there.
It was. So to be fair, I had 53 people sign up. Karina stopped counting after 54, after a couple of people left.
Yeah.
So shout out to people showing up.
Right.
Look, so I liked about that. I liked the location. Shout out to me, because I picked the location.
Darnell goes, where is this at?
Somebody was like, hey, somebody said, I think you sent me the wrong location. It's a construction site. I'm like, no, just pull up. I really loved the location. You had a little bit of everything. You had some greenery. You had some industrial look. You had kind of like the cool new retail. I'm appreciative. I love the location. Yeah. The weather was good that day.
It was, because it was supposed to rain.
It was supposed to rain. Then it was supposed to be hot.
Yeah. Well, it was hot.
Jeez. Oh, it was hot. So that was cool. What else I liked? I don't know. I mean, I liked it all. It was fun. It was overwhelming at times.
Was you nervous?
No. Okay. So you got there about 10 minutes late, right? When is Key ever on time?
See what had happened was.
Yeah, all right. So Key pulled up a little bit later. But when I first got there, it was just Corey there. Mm-hmm. And Corey, Sari, and Cam. And so I was like, all right, cool. But it was like they there early. They there 10 minutes early, 15 minutes early. So I was like, cool. By 5 o'clock when it was supposed to start, it was probably about 20 people there. and like 4 or 5 models pulled up. So not 4 or 5, excuse me. We're gonna get to that. So like 2 models had pulled up. So I was like, all right, cool. I was like, all right, bet. So I started texting some people like, hey, where are you at? Because I'm like, y'all told me you was on the way.
Yeah.
But you know how that go. And so I'm sitting there, and surely what happens is I'm like, hey, y'all, I do a little speech, a little spiel, welcoming everybody there, thanking everybody for being there, but then also shouting out International Albinism Day, and just talking about like how a little bit about their experience, but I didn't want to like overwhelm some people. So anyway, we go upstairs, and first of all, my backdrop flew over. This is why you always carry sandbags. It flew over like 4 times that day. But anyway, we get there, we go upstairs, I turn around, and it looked like 20 more people just walked up the stairs with me. And I turn around, and I'm like, oh shoot, it is a bunch of people here. Mm-hmm. And that's when it got overwhelming. And maybe I could say I was a little nervous because I'm turning around. Oh, so I asked a funny question before we even went upstairs. I said, hey, how many people, mind you, it's only like 20, 25 people. I said, how many people trying to free roam with just any model and just kind of want to do their own thing? So 3 max people raised their hand. So I was like, all right, bet. Who trying to follow me? And the rest raised their hand. I was like, oh, that's why we here. Okay, great. I was like, uh-oh. And so once we got upstairs and I seen it was more people, and people are paying attention to instructions, and you know my first rule, don't touch the model. Look.
Don't touch the model.
I was in my first photography class I ever took. They asked us to bring models to like we can test, right? So I'm doing this model. My homeboy brings a model who's now my homeboy. I have no idea who this guy is at first. And the model, she's sitting there. She's, you know, she's there.
Positioned.
That's why you here.
Man, God, you be struggling with them words. Boy.
She was positioned correctly. This guy, a creep, he was totally creepy. He was creepy to me. He walks up to her and moves her chin in the direction he wanted it. And like he literally grabbed her chin, like, and he shifted it. And I just remember the air out of that room just being gone. Everybody was awkward. And I remember the guy who's now my friend, he looked at me, he said, did he just touch her face? And he said some other choice words. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw it, but I didn't see it. Like I saw it. And literally, and I just remember then I was like, this is before Me Too, people. So even though this wasn't a Me Too moment, it was one of them things where it was just like, I think if the Me Too movement had already happened, he would have definitely been paying attention. But me, I'm just like, I don't want to touch a stranger's face.
Yeah.
You know what people do with their face? They might lick toilets. We do not know.
Oh, they don't know if your hand's clean.
Facts. And we found out during COVID, a lot of people ain't clean. Look, man, a lot of people are not clean. They disgusting out here.
Anywho. So you told the people not to touch the models.
Told people, thank you, squirrel.
Always.
So, told people don't touch the models. I told them, kind of ask the models a few questions like, hey, do you like to be instructed? Do you like to free roam? Do you know, whatever?
Yeah.
And I told them, I said, if I ever get a shot that I love, let's say I slightly miss it, I always tell the model like, yo, can we redo this? So it was cool. It was a cool little moment. I like that. Shout out to the models that showed up. Shout out to Kayla. Shout out to Miss Hutchison. Or maybe she didn't want that. Alyssa. I guess I kind of gave her full name now.
You did.
Oops. Shout out to Alyssa. Shout out to Kayla. Shout out to Sari and Cam. Shout out to Hala who came later. I appreciate you ladies. I really, really do. From the youngest being, how old is Cam? 8 months?
She about 9 months.
9 months to the oldest. I don't know who's the oldest.
Her birthday in August. Oh, I just gave that baby all her business out.
Oh, we don't know her last name. Who calling me?
You gonna have to ignore her.
I'm gonna have to. I would let my sister get on the podcast and speak, but she's mad because I didn't answer her text back. She know. She calls me every day. But shout out to them. And the reason why I'm saying shout out to them, because I had over 20 models register. Only 4 showed up. Mm-hmm. Only 4. And to me, those 4 really saved the day because I was really about to be pulling people out the audience to be models.
Ooh, and so glad they had to, because it would be like, Key, no.
You would have.
No.
But it was cool.
Makeup wasn't done.
Just the weird part was like, somebody came up to me, one of the models came up to me, was like, hey, where are the other models? And then the photographer a photographer came up to me and said, "Where are the other models?" I want to say it was Kayla or it was one of the other models goes, "You know models are flakes." And I just bust out laughing. I'm like, thank you. At least the models know. Yeah. And that's the thing you have to deal with in this space. Dealing with people flaking, dealing with people, something else is important. By the way, if you was a model and you signed up,
what you gonna do?
I got some choice words when you hit me back up.
Oh my goodness.
No, I just want to have a conversation. Like, hey, weren't you? It was a lot of models who, so this what happened in the last 2 months when people hit me up. I was like, yo, I kind of want to shoot with you. I'm like, come to this.
Right.
You gonna get to shoot with me, but you gonna get to shoot with 40 other people. You know what I'm saying? And the cool part about if those 20 models would have showed up, we would have had a lot more people, 70 something people there. But it's fine. I'm cool. I'm happy with the turnout. I did find it interesting that there was another photo walk that day.
It was. I seen it on who posted it? No, you reposted something.
I did repost
because somebody shouted out both of y'all's. And I went to it and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I was like, wait, they just posted this 2 days ago. And it's the same time. It's the same day.
Yeah.
But it's earlier in the day. So I sent it to the
oh my gosh.
I sent it to the group chat like, you see this?
Look. So I got the DM. So no, I found out through the person who reposted it. They sent me, was like, yo, I'm coming to your pod and I'm also coming to, I'm coming to your walk, but I'm coming to somebody else's walk. And I was like, what do you mean? They was like, oh, it's another walk that day. And I'm like, who is doing a walk the same day? Like, cause I made sure besides that date, I had another photographer who hit my line and was like, yo, I'm thinking about doing a walk that day. And I was like, well, I'm doing mine. I was like, you can. Because I was prepared just to go crazy with the promotion and marketing part.
That's your prerogative.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do. And he was like, nah, I think I'd either do the day before. And I'm like, okay, well, that's shiesty. But it was cool. And we had a conversation. And then they decided to do theirs a week or two later, which I don't care. But then I see this. And shout out to the Light Factory. I really do rock with them. They cool people. And I don't think they knew that we were doing one. Actually, I do.
I was gonna say, Brad, we've been promoting this for like a month now.
Oh, we promoted for longer than a month.
I went through their page, and no shade, no tea. They had just posted that like 2 days before I seen it, and I was just like, "Did you randomly come up with this? Did you do it?"
No,
I don't know. It's just like questionable.
It was questionable because you weren't planning on doing it.
Yeah,
you had no intentions of doing it. And then 2 days before, you're just like, "Hey, we're gonna do a walk."
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like, you know what? I've been looking at it lately, and I'm like, it would have been dope. Let's say they did know. I'm gonna take it from one. If y'all didn't know, then cool, whatever. You just didn't know, and I imagine you probably didn't research if any photo walks was going that day. So cool, whatever. If you did know, what would have been dope if they would have reached out and said, hey, we would love to like collaborate. Yeah, because that was the point of that day. Because I need not just me, but all of us need, especially people of color, need those type of connections. Fact. Now, I definitely know the person who's over the community outreach is a person of color. Shout out to Kerry. So he's a black guy. He's a black photographer. He's from North Carolina. I know he moved to New York for a little bit and moved back, but and it would have been dope if bro would have reached. He had to know.
Yeah.
I can't see. He had to. I'm gonna just leave that at that. Yeah. And if Kerry did not know, no shots, no, I'm not trying to be funny, but I feel like if he didn't know, then that means I wasn't on my job, and that very well could have been the case because I felt like some other people should have been like, yo, did you see this walk? So if it didn't reach him, which I wish it would have, then I would kind of be like, what's up? Yeah. So I felt like it would have been dope if the Light Factory would have reached out and said, yo, we would love to like collab, because we do need those connections. I do want to get some work in the Light Factory, an exhibit, Harvey B. Gantt, things of that nature, places that these are places where black artists don't get the opportunity to really, really be there.
Why everybody keep calling today?
I don't know. Who calling you? Oh, as long as that ain't my mom. My mom been calling. Other than that, but yeah, it was a good day. It was fun. I feel like we accomplished what we needed.
It gave what it was supposed to have given. Yes.
And then so we did the walk. Everybody keeps asking. I love this. I love how people hit you up later and be like, so sorry, I missed it. Why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, I only been doing promotions, spending a bunch of money to get the word out there, finding the location, scouting models, location. I only been doing this for 2 months.
I've been promoting for a month and a half,
Absolutely.
But it's okay. It's all right.
It's totally okay. We got a new one. I don't know when the next one is. It's probably going to be in August. Unfortunately, August is hot, so I don't know.
Destination photo walk.
If they ain't showing up for Charlotte, that's down the street. You think I want to plan one?
No, I'm just saying, like,
where you want to go?
Connections with other photographers in other cities.
Where you want to go?
Atlanta.
Ooh, Atlanta ghetto.
Disregard him. He disrespectful.
It is. Atlanta kind of hood. They be down there fighting.
He disrespectful, y'all.
Sorry, y'all.
Just like different locations, like it don't have to be Atlanta. But
no, I'm with you. I do want to do one. The only thing is, a baby supposed to be popping up early September, so
yeah, that's
I ain't really trying to hit y'all with the photo walk because it will get canceled.
You might need to do maybe one more before the baby get here.
Yeah, so
August would have to be it.
It would have to be August.
After that,
it's a wrap. Yeah, I'll holler at y'all in 2022.
Just don't do it the weekend. I'm going for my
We
birthday.
can do it for Key's birthday. A Key birthday photo walk. Key to the city.
I ain't gonna be here.
Where you going?
I'm going out of town.
Wow.
For my birthday. It's my birthday.
You didn't tell me. I'm not invited?
No, it's a girls trip.
You going on a girls trip this weekend?
Well, my girls love me. Plus, Gavin says he's not going on any more trips in any groups anymore.
No more than 6.
So
I can't. Where we gonna eat at?
Anywhere.
Nah, dinner reservations. Women don't ever be on time when it's time for dinner reservation when it's multiples. So I can't do that.
I'm on time.
Sometimes for dinner.
Sometimes.
And then, when you go on trips with women, y'all like to do stuff on vacation. Men like to be lazy, sit up, watch TV.
Well, that's what I want to do this vacation. That's down by
y'all won't.
Today. Oh, yes. What we going to do? Where we going?
Got angry.
You thought I was going to hit you?
Yeah. When we went to Charleston, my wife was like, let's get out and explore. I'm like, ESPN is right here.
Wow.
We can explore the TV guide. Women always want to do stuff on vacation. Let's just sit down. Let's chill. Let's go to sleep. Let's go eat. And let's drink.
That's what I want to do.
Women want to do excursions. We got to go see this part. We got to go try this new restaurant that's across the water.
Now, we'll do that for my birthday.
That's why I won't be doing no group trips. We went to New Orleans. Y'all wanted to go all these places. I love my TV.
NOLA was fun when we went, though.
It was too many people. I can hear all that clapping.
Oh, sorry. It was a lot of people.
Never again. What else is new? We got to talk about the Jay-Z situation, but we'll get on that later. We'll get on that in another podcast. I think it'll be interesting.
But the walk was good. I liked it. It was definitely hot. Only downfall that I seen was like some of the photographers was kind of like, I don't know, really like observing more. And I guess that was the purpose, like to view, to look and learn and things of that nature. So I get it, but like I feel like they could have been more interactive. And I think after a while they started to get there. Because I think previously we had a podcast and you was like, most photographers are very introverted.
Absolutely.
And so like they probably was nervous and things of that nature. So I get it, but I think they got to open up just a little bit more.
Yeah, it was a lot of, I had a couple of photographers at the very end came back up to me and was like, hey, this is my first time ever working with a model.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Thank you for helping me. I really like that part. I'm with you. It would have been cool to have like different situations to say like, hey, I wish I could. Next time, what I'm going to do next time, I'm going to guarantee certain models there.
Yeah.
I'm also going to try to have some help photographers, one that can lead smaller groups and just talk to people. I think that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
I would love that. But overall, it was a good experience. It was cool.
It was cool. A lot of people that listened to the pod came up to me, and I was just like, "Oh, like I don't think people be paying me no attention."
Was a celebrity out there.
I was not a celebrity.
Look, people came up to me. Is that your co-host? That's your co? I'm like, yeah. I thought they was about to ask if you were single. Are you still single?
I am single.
Hand claps for that.
Not hand clap.
Oh, you don't want that?
Anyway, but yeah,
Tell
like
me,
people came up and they was just like, "Hey,
find you a man.
You the co-host." I'm like, "Yeah, it's me," and I'm just like, Oh, I didn't even think people would like paying me.
They
no
loved
attention.
you. You could have got you a boyfriend out there.
No, it's okay.
Whatever, man. We gotta holler at y'all because Key gotta go on vacation.
Yes, it's time to go. Get into my bathing suit.
Y'all need to be covered.
Hey.
Make sure my wife's stomach out.
I mean, that has to be tan too. I don't really think she can cover that up.
Yeah, she really can't. So good luck to her.
Anyway, you gonna send us out with a song?
Oh, what you wanna listen to?
Don't be too ratchet now.
Why?
Don't be too crazy. We have a guest, okay?
We do have a guest.
Can't be acting too crazy.
How Tory Lane's still allowed to do music?
What you mean?
The charges got dropped with him and Meg, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Isn't that weird to people, or is that just not weird to nobody?
I mean, I don't know.
We need to talk about that one day. I just find it funny. Hold on, man. Talk. This is when people are like, all right, we finna go, Gav, finna go.
Just pick something that's appropriate.
What that? I don't never have any appropriate songs.
Anywho.
All right.
Thank y'all for listening.
Hey, that's all you got to say?
I didn't know what you was doing.
For me.
Oh, let me do that a little louder. For those who not know, I think I'm a DJ on the low. Don't you love when the DJ go, all the ladies to the dance floor?
I'm about to put you
right away. Since I've been making donations to you.
Because they always say something stupid and then they pause the music. Be like, all right, let's get it right here.
Wow.
Don't you find that funny?
No, you're funny.
What? And then I like when they tell y'all to scream and y'all don't scream.
You know what we didn't do? The drop.
Oh, let's do it right now.
No, it's too late. Wow.
Welcome to the Paid in Exposure Podcast.
Let's get it.
A podcast about helping our community of photographers to reach the next level in their business. We just leveled.
It's over with now.
They don't know that.
Don't know.
And Charlotte photographer Gavin B.
We unscripted. We keeping it real. Let's get it.
Wrap it up.
What? Shut up.
Wait, so I can't pay an exposure?
Are you going to say it?
No.
You cannot pay us an exposure. For those who not know, this is the Paid in Exposure Podcast. We want to thank everybody for listening to this mini episode. If this is your first time listening, thank you. This is your last time listening. Whatever.
He got real serious at the end, didn't he?
Yeah, but I got to thank people for coming. And the reason why this is the Paid in Exposure Podcast, because you cannot pay photographers in exposure. Please stop that. I've been paid in exposure before and tried to. I couldn't pay a bill with it. My baby can't get milk with exposure.
Baby needs some shoes. That's what your wife always says.
All right, we're done here. I'm going to holler at y'all next time. Do we got any horns? Anything?